I'm feeling like today would be a good day to talk about a conversation that I had with my ex a long time ago. This is the ex that I was with for 17 years. We have a daughter together. And this was near the end of our relationship whenever this conversation took place. But we were sitting in the living room one day, and he looks at me and says, "Did you know that sometimes the government will send in undercover agents to trip people up?" You know, something to that effect. And I was like, I guess, yeah. I mean, you know, you see it on TV and whatnot. And he says, no, but I mean, like sometimes they'll send someone in and they will establish roots with another person. Like, they'll get married, they'll buy a home, they will have children. This will go on for years and years and years. And then that person, they're busted. And I remember saying to him, like, busted for what? And he was like, well, you know, if they are into criminal things, you know, it's like all the years that they are together, they are building a case up against that person. And I was like, oh, okay. You know, I didn't think anything else of it. Especially considering if any of us were a criminal in that scenario, it would have been him. And whenever I think about that, and then I think back to so many different times where we would be at a friend's house, and this was back in my addiction. He was an addict too. So we would be at various friends' homes doing drugs. And I am not kidding whenever I say I can remember like 10 different instances whenever we would be in these homes and all of a sudden the law would pull up. Not just one cop car. I'm talking 3, 4, and 5 with their sirens blaring. They would bust in the house and they would always arrest the friend for selling, you know, trafficking, manufacturing, but something to do with drugs. How weird is that? And you know, back then I was very naive. Very naive. It didn't occur to me what was really going on. Of course, now that I am away and out of all of that, it suddenly makes a lot more sense. I mean, I feel like he was basically telling me the truth that day in our living room. Maybe his conscience was getting the better of him. I don't know. But I just thought that was interesting for sure.